Good morning, Ramsey. It's time for another day in my witchy life story. Today it's Tuesday. Let's go. You got anything for me today, Ramsey? You do? Ooh, here you go. Here's a nice little crow treat. Just one. This place really does have a lot of crystals, doesn't it? What kind of crystal do you got for me this time? Ooh. Is that some kind of quartz? Selenite. This crystal always reminds me of the moon. What a lovely shade of white. Definitely using this later. Thanks again, Ramsey. I wonder if that crystal could have been useful for my, moon festival. That didn't go quite right. Anywho, it's time to get on with my orders. Melly, you got another order for me? Oh, Rosie, I did it again. I didn't mean to, but I couldn't stop it. I know I need to take it easier. I know I need to balance everything better, but it's so hard. Do you have a potion or anything that could help? I'm so overwhelmed. Best regards, Mel. Oh, you just need to take a break, huh? You do need a better work-life balance. Alright, Jonas, what you got for me? Yo, Rosie, I want to fix my relationship with my crew. I think I'm ready to take responsibility for my actions. The other day, instead of beating myself up over them, maybe an oil or something could help? Thanks, Jonas. You want to fix your relationship, you want to take responsibility, and you want to treat yourself kindly. I can work with that. Nexto is Nisha. Heya, Rosie. I want to figure out how to talk to the Fibbly Nibblies, but they're too strong. I know I need to figure out how to change things between us, but I need to know where to find answers. Do you have an oil for that? Nisha. They're very strong, and you want to change your relationship with them. And you need answers. So, let's go. What? Whoa, big discounts? Ramsey, we can actually buy that stuff from Jimena. Yeah, this is great timing. I don't think I'd be able to afford Jimena's antiques otherwise. I mean, they were really expensive. And there are some items I'm thinking of crafting for the townsfolk, you know? Anyway, I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm still figuring it out, but I'll make sure to tell you when I know. You wonder why Jimena's put everything on sale? Maybe she's sick of having her inventory lying around. Or maybe, you know, it's just a really convenient game mechanic so that I can buy them to progress the story. Anywho, we should definitely go check out the sale. Alright. Let me see real quick about my supplies. So, I think I needed 2 oils. 2 oils and a potion. So, I do need to buy 1 more oil canister thing. Okay. Let's start with the garden. Oh, everything is all nice and pretty. Time to harvest my plants. I'm going to weed my garden, then snip, snip, snippity, snip my plants. Harvest the roses and the lavender and the chamomile and the rosemary. Then I'm gonna water everything oh so pretty. Yeah. Time to weed my garden. Get these little guys out of the way. And then I'll go snip, 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 snip. Snip, 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 snip. Snippity, snip, snippity, snip. And then I will water everything. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. everything's all done. Just gotta turn this stuff into my compost. And gonna head out to the village. Gotta go talk to Jimena. Jimena! You never want to talk to you. Oh, we were actually talking. Oh, I don't remember what voice I did for you. It's okay. Oh, did you get my letter? Does that mean you're here to buy my antiques? I sure hope it is. I'm thinking of doing a bit of rebranding after the festival. Maybe something like Jimena's Common Goods. Nothing exciting sold here. Not that I'm not glad you've been a loyal customer during your stay, but I need more than one customer to keep this shop open. That's enough of me. Enjoy the low prices. Okay, so I do need one more of these. And then what do we got here? They're so low now. Buy them all. Buy them all. Buy. Oh, you got a lot of each one. I only need one of each. Oh no, you don't have a lot. I'm selling you out. Yes, buy them all. Buy them all. Maybe I should just go crazy. Let's get 3 of each thing. I think that'll be a worthwhile purchase. There we go. And I still got so much more money. Thank you, Jimena. Thank you for lowering all your exorbitant prices. Now it's time to make some potions. Oh. Actually, let me see about putting that crystal here. Yeah. Maybe over here. No, that looks weird. I like the layout, but now it kind of looks a little off. Oh yeah, I can put the cards there. Yeah. And I'll leave it be. Either or. What should I have for breakfast? Should I have some avocado toast? Or should I have a blueberry muffin? Let's see. The Emperor, number 4. Authority, responsibility, ambition, stability, and unity. I guess the avocado toast is a pretty healthy breakfast, you know? You got your fiber, you got your healthy oils. If you stick an egg on top, it's got protein. Pretty healthy breakfast. It's a responsible breakfast. And a blueberry muffin is strength. Number 8. Let's see. Instincts, handling intense emotions, enthusiasm, and courage. I don't know how that correlates with a blueberry muffin. But you know what? I like blueberry muffins. I also like avocado toast. I don't know. They both sound like good options. And the tarot cards agree with me. Alright, let's get to making these potions. Making some potions. Wada bada ba 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 bada ba ba. Okay. Mel needs a potion to stop getting overwhelmed. So she's gonna need rosemary, pea flower, and hollyhock. Rosemary, hollyhock, and bee flower. And you wanted it to be a potion. That's a potion bottle. And we mix it up real good. Mix it up, mix it up. Ta-da! A Boundaries potion. That is actually a really nice looking potion. I like it. Let's keep crafting. Alright. Next order. Jonas needs an oil to help him apologize. That's gonna be rose, pea flower, and hollyhock, actually. So, I don't even need to look at my book. Rose, pea flower, and hollyhock. And you wanted it to be an oil. Let's change this over to an oil. And done. Forgive oil. I think it should be called forgiveness oil. But, forgive oil works. That's really pretty too. Alright, last one of the day. Nisha wants an oil to help her figure out what to do. That's rosemary, geranium and something. Oh, allium. Geranium and allium. Rosemary, geranium, and allium. Gotcha. There's allium, rosemary, and geranium. It needs to be an oil. And we mix it up. Divination oil. Now that's a pretty potion. And we're done. Alright. Let's go on my deliveries. I'll take my coat up off the wall and head to the village. We'll go back in a circle. I went crazy that other day, you know, going all around the world. But go in a nice circle. Start with Ruth. Good morning, Ruth. You approach Ruth's office. I wonder how memory and sense went. Seemed like Ruth found the walking meditation helpful too. You knock on the door. Ruth, are you busy? Rosie, I'm busy, but that doesn't mean I don't have time for a chat. How are you doing? I came here to ask you that. You seem to be in pretty good spirits. I am. I woke up this morning full of energy. Perhaps our little trip up the mountain helped with that. Have you used the memory and sense yet? No, actually. I wanted to practice a bit more of what you taught me the other day. Even so, I think getting everything off my chest over these past couple of days, and then taking a small break from things, it's all left me feeling unexpectedly rejuvenated. I suppose knowing what I want has given me some motivation. Nisha and I have already been discussing all the places I should visit, and of course Mel is starting to make post-festival plans too. She never stops that one. Who knew a young witch could have such a big impact on our small village? Yeah, you know me. I'm great. I am. I am a Von Teasel after all, you know. Whether they like it or not. Especially if they don't like it. Honestly, I was a little worried in the beginning, but I knew Margie had her reasons for sending you. You really think my gran planned this? Planned might be a strong term, but she probably saw an opportunity. I get the feeling the gran I know is different from the one you know. That's probably true. Your family is known for being rather strict. Perhaps Margie saw a bit of herself in you, and wanted you to have the option to go down a different path than the one she took. I don't know what path that is. Maybe it's just the one that sent you here. I don't have to leave, though. Suddenly, you hear footsteps running down the hall. Mayor, we have a cry. Oh, Rosie. Sorry, am I interrupting? No, I think we were just wrapping up. Oh, yeah. Okay, good, because you better come quick. Napkins just got delivered, and they are not the ones I specified. Alright, I'm coming. See you later, Rosie. Yeah, see you later. Oh, I see a crystal now. Selenite? It's the crystal for wisdom and unblocking energy. Yeah, that would be a good addition to Ruth's enchanted bosom. Let me take note of it in my grimoire. Okay. Well, I know there's a crisis and all, but I'm gonna go talk to Mel now. Hehehe. Please let me find Mel, neither sick nor tired. Please let me find Mel, neither sick nor tired. You walk into Mel's office, but... Oh, where's Mel? Oh no, did she not recover? She's supposed to be here. Maybe she just stepped out. I can leave the spell on her desk. A boundary potion. Here you go. Yeah, I'll just put it right... Ah. And that's when you see her, Mel, crouched underneath her desk, muttering something to herself. I did it again. I woke up today and told myself I wouldn't do it, but I still did. Another Coven Bulletin ritual? No, I said yes to everyone. I said I would handle everything, and now here I am, overwhelmed again. I can't get sick. I need to sleep. The festival preparations won't go well if I don't stay well. Can you go back and tell everyone no? No. Well, I guess I could. Delegation, that's right. I can delegate, or rather redelegate. But I feel so worked up. I can't even think about that. How would I even delegate? Where would I start? Someday you'll find Mel in a sane state again. Unfortunately, it might be too late to use this boundary spell. You would want to use it before removing your boundaries. Oh no, I messed up your magic again. That's not what I meant. I just have to push through this again, don't I? But I don't want you to help me with that. This is my responsibility and my responsibility alone. Oh, geez. If you let Mel handle this all alone, you know it won't end well. At the same time, using more magic will probably backfire like it did before. But could help Mel. Oh. I honestly think a nap would help. No way, Mel would never agree to that. Besides, she probably couldn't even get to sleep in this state. But then what? Wait, the boundary spell. Maybe it's not too late. We can use it to help Mel redelegate her task. But we need to get her into a state where she can think about redelegating. Is everything alright? Or be quiet? And that's when it hits you. Mel, I have an idea. You do? Can we still use the spell? Not yet, but we're gonna do an envisioning exercise. And then, when you feel ready, you can use the boundary spell. Envisioning? Is this some sort of mental exercise? Yep. We're going to envision how you wish things would be. So, like, envisioning myself redelegating the tasks? I kinda wanna go more general than that. Let's try envisioning your perfect day. We can try to form a day where redelegating isn't an issue. Having a clear idea of what you want might make it easier to happen. And then, a more focused intention will help the boundary spell too. I see. Alright, let's try it. Okay, let's get ourselves into a comfortable seated position. You and Mel take a seat across from each other. Now let's take a deep breath. You close your eyes. You feel your jaw drop, and then tension in your forehead falls away. Your shoulders hang loosely with your hands on your laps. Your body feels both light and grounded at the same time. Now, Mel, we're going to walk through a day in your life, okay? Mel nods her head in agreement. It's morning and you've just woken up. What do? Jean's probably already awake. I can smell coffee and freshly baked scones coming from the kitchen. That's a cute drawing. I get up and brush my teeth, get dressed, and then sit with him at the table. We talk about what we're doing that day and say when we expect to get home. Jean heads out before me, and I clean up the kitchen before heading to the office. Wonderful. Now let's take another deep breath. You and Mel take a deep breath. You can feel your breath deep in your lungs. As you exhale, you feel all the tension again leaving your body. Great, now tell me about your walk to the office. It's a beautiful day outside. Most days in Florida are beautiful. Kids are playing by the lake. I can hear Jonas and his crew working hard at the festival grounds. I'm glad Jonas moved out here with us. It feels like he's finally found a place he fits in. I look over at your cottage and I'm so happy to see your garden blooming. Finally, things are feeling right again. Before I know it, I've arrived at the town hall to start my day. Very good. Now let's once again take another deep breath. You and Mel take a deep breath. You can feel your breath deep in your lungs. As you exhale, you feel all the tension again leaving your body. Now for your workday, how do you imagine that going? This is supposed to be in an ideal situation, right? Yep. Well, I walk into the town hall and our secretary immediately greets me. Then I head up to the mayor's office and of course, she's already working. We have a quick morning meeting to discuss what needs to be done and the state of things. Then a few other people join us from various committees. Now in an ideal setting, we all figure out the best way to approach the task at hand. The mayor's hands are already full, so I agree to be the one to come to if any problems should arise. Everyone walks away from our meeting with a clear list of things that need to be done, and who's to do it. I have my tasks, but I'm also available to help if needed. Throughout the day, I get asked a few questions and advice on things, but everyone can do their own work. And I trust that they can do this work on their own. Things aren't falling apart if I don't know what's happening all the time. Okay, now for the end of your day. But first, let's take another deep breath. You and Mel take a deep breath. You can feel your breath deep in your lungs. As you exhale, you feel all the tension again leaving your body. The end of the day is simple. I stop by the mayor's office, let her know I'm heading out. Then I meet Gene at his cafe, and he gives me whatever he's just baked and a cup of tea. We chit-chat for a little, but he's still working, so I head home. While I wait for Gene, I sit on the couch and do some knitting. Then, once he's home, we have a simple dinner, talk a little more, and go to bed. Mel opens her eyes. Not a very exciting ideal day, is it? I mean, it's a lot more relaxed than your days now. And well, that is partly due to the festival, but I do think things could stand to be a bit calmer, and I do believe I have a big part to play in that. There aren't many days left in the festival, until the festival. Maybe for the rest of the day I'll make a clear plan for the next few days. And tomorrow I'll present it to everyone. Perhaps at this point it's not worth getting nitpicky about small details. And I'll make sure to use that boundary spell. That way I'll be sure to delegate. Instead of being a control freak. So you think the envisioning helped? Yeah, I do. It's crazy how easy it is to forget to think and reflect sometimes. I wish I had something that could help give me time. Give you the time? Could I make something like that? I guess it's better late than never. But I feel like I've taken too much of your time. I should let you get going. I'm just glad I get help. I hope your planning goes well. Thanks. Could I make something for Mel that I could give her the time? Wasn't one of those things a pocket watch? You know, Jimena's shop... Oh, the hourglass. That's right, it's an hourglass, not a pocket watch. Jimena's shop has that old hourglass. I wonder if I could put something up together with that. Yes, I can. I can get all them good stuff. Okay. I think today I want to talk to Jean last, because I want those sneaky snackies last. So we're going to go over here. Talk to Nisha. You approach the art studio and you hear what you think is Nisha pacing back and forth. If you're not going to let me work, I don't know what to do. She must be fighting with the Pibbly Nibblies again. I better get in there. You walk into the studio. Rosie, I'm at wit's end. Do you have that spell I asked for? Let me see. Here it is. Divination oil? Just one. Perfect. Divination oil. This should let me talk with them, right? Not entirely. Also, I wouldn't recommend trying that again after our last attempt. You do have a close relationship with the Pibbly Nibblies, but that relationship is too strained to confront them directly without an experienced witch. Then what's the point of this oil? I feel like I'm almost there with figuring out this community mural project. Is there any way to figure out what to do without talking directly to the Pibbly Nibblies? Is there a way? Is there a way? I don't want to fumigate them. No. I mean, just ignore them? No, it should be something you have experience in doing. I mean, you don't want the Pibbly Nibblies to destroy the studio again. Maybe you could figure out what to do, but not at the studio. Safely away from those spiteful spirits. You did sense Nisha's desire for the divination oil from her letter. Is there a form of divination you could do? That's it? Let's do a tarot reading and see what the cards say. Is this something you can actually do? Of all the forms of divination, it is the one I'm most familiar with, yes. Of course, I'm still learning, but there aren't consequences with tarot readings. Well, at least nothing like spirits wrecking your art studio. Well, let's try it then. Where do we get a tarot deck, though? I have one at my place. We can do it there. Yeah, that's probably the best. Who knows what the Pibbly Nibblies would try if we did it here. Let's get going then. You and Nisha make your way to your home. You and Nisha make your way to your home. Wow, I haven't been here in ages. It still looks the same as I remember it. Yeah, I didn't bother to change anything considering I'm not here for that long. Well, that and I kind of like the place already. I keep my deck on my altar. Let's do the reading there. You and Nisha stand over the altar. First, let's apply this oil. Okay. And then let me shuffle the cards to cleanse them of their old energy. You take the cards in your hands and shuffle them a few times. So, how does this work? First, we need to decide what spread we want. I think a 4-card spread might be best. As I said, I'm still learning, so I'd like to avoid the more complex ones if that's alright. As long as I get answers. I think of it more as guidance than answers. Let's just get started. You draw 4 cards. One, 2, 3, and 4. The first card will tell us the problem we're facing. The second card is the obstacle. Third card is the recommended action to take. And lastly, the fourth card shows the outcome. That sounds straightforward enough. Well, we see if that remains true once we flip the cards. Let's see what the first card is. The Magician, number 1. Wow, these cards are beautiful. Did you draw them yourself? No, actually, my gran made this deck for me. Our family's custom is that the head witch gives a tarot deck to their apprentices once they start training. I feel like I could learn a thing or two from your gran. She's an excellent artist. Anyway, what does this card mean? So this is the Magician, depicted by a plant called Dittany of Crate. This card symbolizes skill, focused energy, and manifestations. Though we're reading this card for a tricky situation, the card is probably telling us there's a lack of these things. Oh. I have skill? I don't think the card necessarily means your artistic skills in this case. Remember, we're asking what to do about the fibbly nibblies. I think in this case, the card is saying that maybe you and their energies are out of sync. Somehow you aren't communicating effectively, so you can't harness each other's energies. What do you think? I guess it's figuring out how to communicate then. But we tried that and it didn't work. I wouldn't say that was our best attempt though. So the card is telling us there's something more to do there. Maybe we should go ahead and turn in the next card. The Devil. So our obstacle is the Devil. Now this one makes perfect sense. Hang on, this card might not mean what you think it means. But it does mean there's some sort of chaos going on in your life. Perhaps manipulation and confusion. I remember when my grandma talked to me about this card and why she chose the sundew to represent it. And I was like, it's a carnivorous, duh. She said yes, but that was part of it. But when people first started collecting sundews, they thought they were the most darling plants. And then they discovered they were carnivorous. Someone exclaimed that sundews were then vegetable wickedness. And my grand thought that was hysterical. When you're dealing with the devil, sometimes you just need to laugh at the absurdity of things. Sometimes by not embracing the chaos, you cause more friction. I have been trying to cut them out of my life more recently, more so than I did when I was younger. Even then, it's not like they didn't cause trouble. I liked the fibbly nibbles, but it was exhausting being the weird girl in class. I just wanted to fit in. Did you ever think they were weird? What? No. I always thought I was fine. It was everyone else. I could be myself with the fibbly nibblies. Let's pull up the next card then. And Temperance. So Temperance represents the actions you can take. This is interesting though. In a good or bad way. Well, it implies something in your life needs healing. And since this reading is regarding the fibbly nibblies and what you should do about them, it might be that the two of you need some healing work, which is a step beyond communicating. I tried asking them what they wanted before. I feel like that wasn't the right approach. It might be more what both of you want. Temperance usually means something along the lines of cooperation and finding harmony. The other curious thing is Temperance is number 14, while the Devil is number 15. So if you can heal your relationship, you might find harmony in the chaos. But how do I heal my relationship with them? You said you used to play with them as a kid, right? Yeah. Have you tried that recently? No, I mean, I'm not a kid anymore. Maybe it's not playing with them like when you were a kid. Somehow still including them in your life. You said they were a big source of your creativity. Maybe it's something along the lines of that? Maybe you're right. So what's the outcome? The Empress. The outcome is the Empress. What's so funny about that? The Empress is a card of creativity. Uncontrolled creativity at that. It's a card of nurturing. If there was a card to represent you, I think this would be it. The Empress. I think I could work with that. But what could it imply for me and the fibbly nibblies? So it sounds like if you're able to find balance with the fibbly nibblies, you might become even more creative. What I thought was holding me back all my life might be my way forward. That's what the guards seem to say. Of course, this is gonna take some work on your end. Yeah, it will. There's not much time either. Maybe this festival piece can be the start of something new with the Fibbly Nimblies. Yeah, maybe it could be. I wish there was some way to at least set us up to work peacefully together. Devin always says he can sort all your problems over a cup of tea. Tea, huh? That gives you an idea. There was a teapot in those antiques. An anti-pot? Antique pot. If only life were that simple. I'm gonna head back to the studio. Maybe I can start to refigure things out there. Sounds good. I'm glad the tarot reading seemed to help. I've never done a reading for anyone else before. It was an exciting experience. Here's to both of us learning new things today. I'll get going though. Thanks again for your help, Rosie. You know, Jimena has that old teapot at her store that I already bought. Wonder if I can make something with that. Nisha might not realize it, but Devin's onto something about the tea. Hi, Ramsey. Goodbye, Ramsey. I gotta go talk to more people. Let's go talk to Devin. Maybe he'll make us a cup of tea. They'll make us a cup of tea. That is. They've been very non-gender this whole time. I wonder how Devin's meeting with Ruth and Mel went yesterday. They seemed confident enough. You knock on the music studio door. Rosie, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, did I do something? Yes, you helped me big time. The countdown meditation along with the confidence spell really worked. Ruth and Mel loved the song I composed. I mean, it was a great song. Really? That's great to hear, though I wouldn't give myself too much credit. You're the one who wrote the song after all. Yeah, but without your help, I would have been too nervous about playing it properly, you know? Oh, Devin. You're too sweet. It's true, though. I really don't know what I would have done without you. Or what I'm gonna do without you. Devin, I. Rosie, I. You got first. No, you. It's just these past few weeks have been really great, even with all their ups and downs. I was about to say the same thing. Let's not focus on the sad stuff just yet. We've still got a few days, and there's the festival. What's left for you to do before the festival? Now that the song got approved, the musicians need to practice it. I don't think that'll be too hard, though. They all seem pretty skilled. I also offered to help finalize the lineup and run the stage for the festival. Wow. You're gonna run the whole show. Devin, sovereign of the stage. Oh geez, that's too much. Besides, it's really about the musicians and Laura. I'm pretty excited though. It feels really great to bring all the musicians together. I think we're really gonna capture the spirit of Flora with our music. Together. It's really great seeing you this excited. Well, we'll see how I feel the day of. I think you're gonna be just fine. As an artist, it feels like I should want to be the center of attention. And there's an expectation that I should constantly be putting myself out there. But it's so exhausting, and then I spend all my time stressing out about it. I could be working on composing or collaborating with other musicians instead, you know? I don't get why making art never actually feels like it's about making art. Does that make sense? I think so. Basically, you want to make music without all the other stuff. I just want to study witchcraft without all my family's expectations. I mean, it's kind of similar. Those expectations are made up anyway, and for some reason they all just seem to accept it. None of them seem happy about it either. Yeah, that's exactly. I was kind of amazed when I was honest with everyone at the full moon ritual. Everyone was just alright about it. I've never had that happen before. Usually I get told if I don't do things exactly this way, that I'll never make it. But you know what? I think that's nonsense. Yeah. I like this rebel energy. I am feeling a little fired up, though. Maybe I should calm down a bit. There's still a festival to focus on. I should probably be getting back to the music, too. Still got lots to do and only a few days left. Yep. Let's do our best. Ooh. Another crystal. Is this the amethyst crystal? This feeling again. It's amethyst. That'd be perfect for Devin's locket. Amethyst has protective qualities and helps quiet the mind. So if they don't have time for a countdown meditation, the amethyst could help instead. Let me write this down in my grimoire. Alright, let's go talk to Jonas. been a minute since I've seen him at the festival grounds. You see Jonas and Caesar at the festival grounds and walk over to them. Hey, Rosie. Got that spell I asked for. Let me see. Here it is. Good old forgive oil. You hand Jonas the forgive oil. You can tell he's feeling apprehensive about it. You worried it's gonna backfire? No, actually. I'm just afraid it won't work at all. What if my crew doesn't forgive me? Or even worse, what if they forgive me but I lose my temper again? Then it means using the spell is pointless. I mean, if Jonas is this worried about the spell, it really won't work. Nothing will work with that attitude. So, we need to figure something else out, don't we? My dude. You can tell a massive freak-out meltdown is imminent. But you really don't want to try anything that could make it worse. Think, Rosie, think. What do you got, Caesar? Huh? What's Caesar? Something wrong, Caesar? Caesar rolls over on his back. I think he wants pets. I think he definitely wants pets. Jonas starts giving Caesar belly scratchies. Yeah, who's a good boy? Caesar looks up at you. Okay. I think he wants you to pet him too. Okay. What if instead I... Oh, come on. Jonas grabs your hand and puts it on Caesar's belly. It's so soft and fluffy. You and Jonas keep petting Caesar. He seems very, very happy. Do you realize you feel very, very happy too? You look at Jonas. He also seems very, very happy. Could it be that Caesar sensed both of your stress levels rising? Caesar stands up and does a big shake. I guess he's had his fill. I'm feeling more relaxed now. Yeah, me too. Are you ready to give that forgive oil a shot? I still don't feel ready, to be honest. Obviously, I love petting Caesar. And I feel like I need something I can do to just, I don't know, prepare my brain for this stuff. Does that make sense? It does make sense. Hang on, let me think. You notice your mind feels clearer now after petting Caesar. Maybe that dog is some sort of familiar. Anyway, Jonas needs something to prepare his mind to use magic. But it sounds like he needs something to break his negative thought patterns. You know, he asked you for magical words before. Maybe words are exactly what he needs. Hey Jonas, have you ever heard of affirmations? I feel like I heard Mel mention those before. She probably has. They're pretty common tool witches use to give themselves a quick boost. Are they magical? Oh, they're more of a focusing tool, I'd say. I find them pretty helpful, and they're simple if you want to try them out. Nothing weird will happen, right? Nope. And we're only going to start with a few, so you don't have to get overwhelmed. Alright then. How do we do these affirmations? First, we need to identify what's making you feel anxious. Let's start with maybe 3 key things. One is I'm definitely not working hard enough to overcome my anger. Second one would be, well, just the bother to other people, like Mel and Jonas and my crew. Third, if I try to talk to people about how I feel, they'll think I'm weak. Are those good? Yeah. Let's start with working to overcome your anger. Okay. So, working to overcome your anger. But it's not just anger, right? No, anger is usually a result when everything gets to be too much. And I'm working on that, or at least I have in the past. I feel like it's not enough. But you are working on it. Yeah, of course. How about we come up with an affirmation about making progress instead? Help you focus on how you're working on it and making progress. Mel always says progress isn't linear. Maybe she's right. How about... my efforts are worthy. I can envision my success. My efforts are worthy. I can envision my success. Wow, I really can. Yep, see, sis, saying it out helps, doesn't it? Affirmations are intense. Next, let's do your relationships with friends and family. You're afraid you're too much for people, and as if you need too much help. And I guess that they constantly have to be worrying about me. Not that it's a bad thing about other people at all. But, I mean, more like they have to manage me. I don't want them to feel that way. Do they make you feel that way when you try to tell them how you're feeling? Not usually. I mean, there have been people in the past, but they were also kind of mean. I feel like you need to believe that other people care about you. And that they're listening to you isn't managing you, but showing that they care about you. Yeah, maybe. How about... I am loved and valued by my friends and family. I am loved and valued by my friends and family. Wow, saying that out loud feels weird, even though I know it's true. Then you just need to practice until it doesn't feel weird. Yeah, you're right. And lastly, communication. You're afraid that if you tell people how you're feeling, they'll look down on you. Yeah, like, I'd be a terrible leader, not that I can't handle anything in general. Catches people off guard that I get overwhelmed and need time to cool down. I like being around people, but sometimes it can be too much. But I also know the only way for people to know that is for me to tell them. I like to believe people are more understanding than I want to give credit. But there's always that fear, you know? I guess if I tell them and they still don't listen, then maybe it's not my problem anymore, though. I don't know. Let's try an affirmation saying your needs and wants are valid. You're right that some people will respect that, but others won't. That doesn't change the validity of your wants and needs. How about we go with something like, I am worthy of being heard. Listening is a form of love. I'm worthy of being heard. Listening is a form of love. Jonah seems taken aback by his own words. You have a good feeling about this affirmation. Yeah, I like that. Great, we've got 3 affirmations. Let's go over them one more time. My efforts are worthy. I can envision my success. Now the second one. I'm loved and valued by my friends and family. And lastly, I am worthy of being heard. Listening is a form of love. I feel like I can already feel my mindset changing just by saying these 3 affirmations today. Just imagine how they'll make you feel with even more practice. When you feel ready, go ahead and use the forgive oil too, if you still think you need the extra push. Thanks a lot, Rosie. You know, Mel's always burning candles and stuff when she does her thinking stuff. I wonder if she'd let me borrow one when I'm practicing. Maybe I should just focus on these affirmations first. Candles. What, is it a bad idea or something? No, not at all. It just got me thinking. But it's nothing. Well, I should get going. Of course, make sure to let me know how the affirmations go. Will do. Candle. Pretty sure the shop has that old candle holder. I could probably put something together for Jonas using that. Yeah. Alright. Last talk of the day. And maybe a sneaky snack. Maybe I can get some Adelines. Maybe not trash Madeleines. You walk up to Jean's cafe and see a closed sign on the door. The lights are on. That's strange. Maybe I'll take a quick peek to see if Jean is here. You walk back to the kitchen where you hear someone furiously whisking. You pop your head through the door and see Jean standing over a massive bowl of batter. He looks up at you. You look at Jean. Jean nods his head and gives you a thumbs up. You take that as saying everything is fine. Thank you for the release spell and for eating the Madeleines out of the trash. It was highly effective, but now I have a lot of batter to make in very little time. And while I would love to share my delicious baked goods with my favorite witch in training, okay, maybe that's pushing it, but I need to focus right now. Please come back at a later time. Salute! You leave the cafe with an empty stomach but a full heart. I can't wait to taste even more of the Madeleines. I'm so glad Jean's recipe worked out. This feeling again, Jade. A crystal of success and grounding. I can see how that would suit Jean. Yeah, I'll add that in my grimoire. And that was a short trip. I do wish I got a snack, but he's busy with his working on that batter. Yep. Alright. I guess I might as well go home. Go home. Check in with Ramsey. How are we doing on preparations? Did I miss anything? Everything's done for today. I checked in with everyone. Thank you for your help, Ramsey. What would I do without you? Alright. So close to the festival. Just finished up Tuesday. And then I got a few more days to get those last little things to everyone. Let me check out my grimoire real quick. So, I found crystals for 3 of them. So tomorrow I'll find crystals for the other 3 that I made potions for today. And then the next 2 days will be me working on the fancy things then. These fancy things. Look at them. Okay. Oh, and then Ramsey's got to give me this last crystal, whatever that is. I'm gonna make a guess that it's gonna be... Let's go with citrine. I don't know very many crystals. Yeah, citrine. Yeah, let's go with citrine. I might be right, might be wrong. We'll have to find out in the next day. Good night, Ramsey. You know what? Good night, Caesar. I hope you have some sweet dreams.